Hello again, Tucson Unified Community. I want to continue to thank you for the unwavering support, faith, and trust that you've placed in our leadership team, your leadership team, to do everything that we can to support your efforts to continue to educate and care for our students and families. Tonight, our governing board took action and approved some critical actions that will help our district weather this storm during this unprecedented challenge to the instruction that we provide to our students and the service that we render to the community. First, as our schools remain closed through March 27, 2020, the governing board granted me access as your superintendent to keep schools closed longer should that become necessary and should that become the circumstance, in line with any future direction that may be given by the governor or by the Pima County Health Department or our state health authorities. One of the most important priorities for me as your superintendent is to ensure that each and every single one of you, the hardworking employees of the Tucson Unified School District, the heart and soul of everything that we do for children and families, that all of you will continue to get paid and compensated during this unprecedented time of crisis. I'm proud to say that our governing board took action tonight to authorize me to continue payroll for each and every single employee in our district, to make sure that there's no interruption to your pay periods, to make sure that we can assign you the appropriate duties that will keep each and every single one of you working during this incredibly challenging time. Next, our governing board authorized the full implementation of a meal distribution plan, a wonderful collaboration between our food service employees and our transportation department. Our hardworking bus drivers will result on Monday, March 23rd in the full implementation of deliverable meals to all of our students by way of designated routes throughout the district. We're excited that we're going to be able to continue the vital food services that keep our children nourished and safe in our schools. Also, our governing board provided me authorization to modify the school calendar if necessary, to continue to work with local and state authorities, primarily in the Arizona Department of Education, to continue to communicate and advocate for the Tucson community's needs in terms of an instructional calendar that can be modified to meet the needs of our employees and our students, so as to avoid the possibility of having to bring students back in after Memorial Day or our employees in after Memorial Day and into the months of June and July. Our governing board also gave me the authorization to formally excuse all absences that have been incurred by our students during this time of closure, to make sure that not a single absence counts against the perfect attendance record or the attendance record in general of any student in our district. Also, we will be developing in the coming weeks and days a full-on comprehensive plan to transition the district from a direct instructional model in our schools to a remote instruction model. And that model will be a hybrid, a combination of digital classrooms using digital devices and internet access in the home, as well as a more traditional model. I can assure all of you in the community that our information technology service team are going to be working tirelessly to work with providers that might be able to provide internet access to as many families as possible. We've been authorized to expand child care options should this crisis become worse. Should the need become worse, should the need become more urgent, we've been authorized to build a child care option for the hardworking families of this district that might be serving as frontline first responders, either as nurses, as doctors, as paramedics, as EMTs, as law enforcement, as fire, so that we can make sure that we're doing our part as a Tucson Unified Community to ensure that our school closures don't create an extra child care responsibility that may take one of our vital first responders off the job in this time of crisis. Over the next 2 weeks, our maintenance and operations team, they will be forming extensive cleaning teams that will continue to go in and clean and disinfect our schools to make sure that when our students return to us at some point in the future, they will be returning to environments that are clean and that have been disinfected and that provide a clean and safe environment for all of our students and all of our staff. These are extraordinary times that we're going through as a district and as a community, And the one thing about extraordinary times, they present extraordinary opportunities for ordinary employees, and citizens, and community members to step up and serve in extraordinary ways. I'm going to ask for each and every single one of you to rally around and support the hardworking employees of our Transportation Department, of our Maintenance and Operations Department, of our Food Services Department, and our Information Technology Services Department, as these employees will be bravely stepping into our schools and will not be telecommuting to work, but will be bravely stepping into our schools and our workspaces to make sure that the needs of our students and employees are going to continue to be met on a daily basis. This is an incredible opportunity to show Pima County and the state why the Tucson Unified Community continues to exemplify the spirit, the camaraderie, and the faith and the dedication that has always defined Arizona's District 1. Thank you.